Everyone quiet.
Is the prosecution ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
State your case.
So we have a case of Antonio Johnson, a man with a troubled background. He was about to be 20 years old. Officer Perricone over there decided to search him, found narcotics on him, and decided to shoot him as he walked down the street away from the officer. Johnson was unarmed. He was shot 4 times. The officer had his body cams off, and we believe that it was because he was black.
The defendants, are you ready?
Yes.
State your case.
Just as the defendant said, young man Antonio Johnson was walking down the street with Officer Perricone, found narcotics on him, and after he found the narcotics, he decided to run. And as the defendant said, he had a troubled background, and the police knew this because he was very well known with the police force there.
Prosecution, do you have any evidence of this?
Well, one thing we know, he was going on a run. Here's the pair of basketball shorts he had on. No pockets to carry a gun. Here's a sweatshirt he had on. No pockets on it. It's a normal sweatshirt. So, yeah.
Do you have any evidence of this?
Yes, we found these narcotics on Antonio. Well, Officer Perricone did.
They were acting really suspiciously and they seemed really nervous, so I did my job.
Look, we came from running and we were tired, so we were taking a break. We had pauses throughout our run, so we just started walking so we could catch our breath. We weren't doing anything wrong. I just don't understand how you shot my brother 4 times.
I was doing my job.
Sit down, please.
There was only 14 days this year where a police officer did not kill someone.
I did not.
And that black people have been proven 3 times more likely to be killed by a police officer, just like his brother. You didn't know any of this?
Well, many people don't think about is that these people could have been armed and they could have been dangerous because they were on drugs, or they could have been acting very suspiciously and the police officer reacted fast.
That's not true at all. There's been multiple cases in New York with the season search, and 160,000 people were stopped in New York in 1 year, and 77,000 and 44,000 being black and Latino, making that 121,000 colored people being stopped out of the 160,000. And they found it in 2015 that the Justice Department study found that black and Latino people are more likely to be searched once they get pulled over, and 1 out of 5 people will have a gun on them. And like all the cases in New York, out of all 160,000 people, only 5 people searched had a gun on them, and they weren't even black. So
But to back that up, you said how many people were there?
160,000.
Out of those 160,000, some of them could have knives, some of them could have been just very aggressive to the police officer, and the police officer would have been very threatened and felt worried, so he had to do his job and search them just to make sure that nothing's wrong, because it's New York. New York is a very big city. Many people are hurt each year.
So what about Eric Gardner, the man from New York that was breaking up a fight, and the police officer put him in an illegal chokehold when he had no gun on him, no weapon on him, no drugs on him, and the cops choked his life out of him after he said multiple times he could not breathe, and all they did was fire the officer.
Well, I mean, in that situation, the police officer was probably scared and didn't know how to react. He was probably new to the force, and the other police officers. Shit. I don't know what else to say.
Just keep going.
The police officers were trying to react. How big was this man?
About 6'4", over 350 pounds.
He was breaking up the fight?
Yep.
Well, maybe the police officers maybe thought he was part of the fight and didn't know how to bring him down in any other way, so they put him in this chokehold to calm him down. But in using the chokehold, it took his life away.
On average, in the United States, a police officer takes a life of a citizen every 7 hours.
And this last year, 110 police officers have been killed on duty.
But everyone that shot those police officers, I guarantee there's a higher rate of them being arrested. But for every 100 people killed by police, only one police officer will be convicted of murder.
Maybe these acts of lethal force were justified in these situations.
So that gives them a right to shoot them.
No, but if they are acting suspicious and they actually have a weapon on them, the police officer need to act quickly because they don't want to get their lives taken either.
Judge, my question is, who trains this man?
The government funds their station, and they have training there.
Well, with the training, I understand that the training isn't as dense and like worldwide now because many people don't understand that these police officers don't go through the stress like on duty that they do in training. That's why I think that in the training they should add like more stress-based, like life and death situations, so they actually know what to do and not just pull out the gun and fire. In this situation, yes, I understand Antonio was acting suspicious, and he wasn't unarmed in the shorts and everything. But I understand where he's coming from because he wants to live too. And many police officers that feel threatened think that they should pull out the gun and fire first before they're fired on. So that's why, in my opinion, the training should be more detailed and go into more depth into like the actual situations.
I agree with that.
Wait, what brother's blood is in that? Just because I'm black, you're not gonna give me
You
all the
gotta
credit.
calm down.
Police officers are the reason that all these innocent people are getting killed, and you really need to fix that and take care of that.
Well, my police officers, without my police officers, you wouldn't have like any reason to walk outside because without my police officers, you wouldn't be safe.
But that doesn't mean you have to shoot innocent people.
If I be in the same situation, I will do the same.
What do you mean you're gonna do the same? You killed my brother. You shot him 4 times.
Relax, buddy. You guys need a recess?
No, I wanna fix this right now.
So what we came here for is we want a lawsuit, we want justice. So they took the life of Antonio, the family, everyone back there. This is what we're doing for them, and we want to somehow you guys have to. You can't give us his life back, but we want something back from you.
I know I can't bring back the life that you guys lost, but I can offer compensation, which would be around $25,000 for the next 5 years.
Are you kidding me? That's it?
You deserve that. You're a drug addict.
Most of you're gonna burn in hell.
Sorry.
So 25,000 for the next 5 years. Are you serious with that, or is this a joke?
That's all we can offer.
Tamir Rice, Alton Sterling, Eric Garner. Did you see their money that their families received?
We're not that funded. They were in
$20,000 is not worth a life. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but it's not.
I agree, lives are priceless, but that's all we can offer.
So, but that's all you're gonna offer us, and you're gonna let him walk free?
They are gonna be unpaid leave for 6 months.
And then he'll be able to return to work.
Yes. I find the police innocent in this case, and they'll be on unpaid leave for 6 months.
6 months? That's it? You know what? I'm done. 25,000 my ass.
I find the police guilty in this case under the charge of first-degree murder, and they will be going to prison for.
See, that's what you deserve.
Stand back.
That's what my brother.
It's an honor serving with you.